Okay, here we are, 11:10. Beautiful morning. Coalmont, BC, Coalmont Hotel. Get a better shot of that when I get back. Ready to take off. KVR starts off just right down there. Never really noticed this before. A little park they have here, right beside the KVR, which is right there. Very cool. Very welcoming feeling. And here you are going into town. Okay, this cairn is at the start of the KVR. This cairn is dedicated to remembrance of the coal miners and their families from Lake Burn and Coalmont, 1920 to 1940. Here we go. All right, here we go, first major roadblock, 10 minutes into pedaling. So it looks like side-by-sides and quads have gone down into the river right here. I'm going to take a look what's required to keep it true, keep on the KVR as much as possible. This trail is definitely a little softer than other sections I've ridden, probably because of the recent quad, side-by-side, ATV kind of traffic. So they're definitely keeping it open. That's the good news part of it. Okay, came from there. Looks like it'd be a little bit deep to get in the water there. The ATVs probably pop up down there somewhere. This looks like, for me today, on my own, limited time, it's not worth trying to follow the track as true as possible. Maybe on the way back, if I come back on here. I'm gonna go back, wade through the little stream off the river and take that route. Survivor man mode engaged. Set up the camera, do the thing, pick down the camera. All right, so glad I did that. Took a second look, found this little route up, kept my feet dry. And there's New Boyk. I don't know where the hell that accent comes from. 20 minutes into the trail. Now that's a washout. KVR right there. It's pretty much gone, huh? Okay, so scramble down back there somewhere, go along the rocks, probably cut across right here. Then it's easy peasy on the sand dune or on the creek bottom, way out to there. See how she goes. Wow. Did you know 29er tires are incredibly buoyant in deeper water? And there's the bike. So in hindsight, it'd be better to take my pack off and leave it with the bike if I'm doing this YouTube foolishness, which I enjoy. Here we are, tail end of the little detour I had to do. It looks like the KVR might not last long either once I get up there, but we'll get up there and we'll find out. Here's the washout from the other side. I should have videoed scrambling up this little thing. It's not much, but I drug myself up, pulling my bike up with the other hand. And here's what awaits me. KVR for how long? Okay, the time's 11:47. I forget when I started this wash detour. Onward and forward and all the words.
1 minute later.
Big washout again, another 200 meter. Creek's looking a lot deeper right there. And we've got a place where quad side-by-sides have left the trail. See what we can pick our way through, man. This is an adventure. Love it. Wish I didn't have a timeline on the other end. Done a river view, so that's where I was saying it's deep before. Yeah, it is. Well, I didn't go into it, but here's a lot shallower. So we'll go across here and then stay up high on the bank up there and then end up over there. All right, yeah, that was definitely the right choice for river crossing. Now I'm on a nice sandy highway, so to speak, detour highway we'll call it. So we'll stay on this. We're a lot safer on the ankles and whatever. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll try to video it, see what kind of freaking third burger of a video we end up getting. So grab the bike in a different way. So it's downstream from me. Classic grip I use. Can steer it, carry it, almost. I'm giving you guys so much useless information. It's pretty awesome, eh? Okay. Wow. Spider sense is tingling. So put the camera down, Al. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh, I don't know if I kind of come unplugged, unhinged a little bit out here. Is it the real me coming out? I like it. I do this shit because it makes me feel alive and because I can still do it. And I want to be able to keep doing it. So if you don't do it, you won't be able to do it. All right. So that second 200 meter washout ends. That's what I'm heading at. Just took a look at the map. On the map, it looks like I should have even maybe a couple kilometers of actual trail. Fingers crossed, man. So feels generally more packed down. Not as much ATV traffic. So I think the time rains just settle it down maybe. Just speculating. Not that the ATVs have really screwed it up much. Well, here we go. ATVs come out of the creek right here. So I wonder if it'll feel much different. Okay, now I'm on KVR that has seen a pretty fair amount of ATV traffic. And you know what? This section is actually pretty good. So maybe it's a bit of bias on my part, thinking that they're tearing up the trails a bit. Not that it's a huge difference. And you know what? Bottom line, they help keep the trails open, man. There's not enough hikers, bikers, horse riders on these trails to keep them open without our ATV friends. All right, so I'm about an hour into the ride, maybe a third of the way to Tulameen, I'm not sure. It's only maybe 2 or 3 K down the road. Anyway, highways right here, or not highway, but Coalmont Road, Princeton to Coalmont to Tulameen, through the backcountry to Aspen Grove and the connector. Nice little sign. Thanks, guys. Shared use trail. You know what, honestly, I was really quite biased towards ATVs for a while. Up until this ride, actually. It's really opening my heart. Okay, so my plan is, this is a nice place to go down. Well, not nice, it's fairly steep. But I could slide down here where these ATVs have gone. I'll try waiting there, it's not fast moving. We'll see what happens. Wish I could video it, but I don't think that's wise. Bike. I think we can go very far. Uh-oh. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. There we go. My balloony tires are ballooning. Oh yeah, it's not so deep. Just knee deep at this point. Something like this. Seems like I'm getting cocky. Wonder if I'll have to pay the piper. Man, what nice weather for doing this crap. It's probably about 22, 23 today. And I'm moving just enough so it's feeling good. Someone's got a nice house right there. Log cabin. Alright. This was not been a bad crossing at all, if only it was a little easier to get down to the river. Trail closed. I'm looking south from the Tulameen way to Coalmont. Well, that's a well-placed sign, isn't it? Hey, here we are, 12:25, an hour and 10 minutes into the ride. And I'm just crossing Coalmont Road, heading for Tulameen. So I'm in Tulameen. That's nice. Tulameen Gateway. Cool. So I believe general store is down there. I'm going to pop in there and go see what those signs say. Time is 12:30. I left at 11:15. Not bad. Tulameen Gateway, and the sign says Thalia 26.4, Brookmere 36.1. So around Thalia Brookmere, that's where I did the other ride 2 weeks ago. Thalia, yeah, I think I was saying it right. Oh, there's something nice. There we go. Kilometer 138.6 of this section of the KVR. Okay, 12:34, so about a minute from where I left that Tulameen Gateway. Little general store here. Probably some good snacks and such in there. But I don't need anything at the moment. Turn around and get going. I got a lot of stuff to do today still. That's it. So 12:36. Officially starting the road back. I'm not going to video as much, I don't think, unless I see anything remarkable, myself excluded, on the way back. So we'll see when we get back. Well, it was over 29 inches deep because the tire was fully submerged a minute ago, a few seconds ago. Now it's getting better. Kind of pushing the bike into the bottom a bit more. When I didn't do that previously, the current definitely wanted to take it away. There we go. Not over yet, don't get cocky. Got to get over this little thing here. Never underestimate the power of the dark side. There we go. Okay, I'm heading south, right along the highway. Here's a sign coming into the Coalmont section. On my way back, there's a nice deep hole right there. That's probably 6-8 feet, that spot. This is where I kind of threw my bike up the ledge, managed to throw it on the ledge there, and then up there. And get back on the trail, over there somewhere. There we go, there's trying to look at the bottom. Going straight across, but if I go that way, I can see it a lot more clearly. Less chance of hitting some shitty rock. So if you're bike packing this, you can probably find a lot of good campsites, especially between Tulameen and Princeton, at the side of the river. The high watermarks, just in the trees, just before the trees, there's lots of little sandbars. You could just set up your tent. Nice level, nice soft, comfy. Just a thought. When I was heading north, I stayed as true to the trail as possible. So the KVR's way over there, wash out, and I got back on there, rode along, got off there, came along here, over to there. That's where I just got down here and took the dip. So I'm not interested in staying true to the trail on the way back. I did that once already. So I'm just going to keep beelining along this creek here, river, and pick up the KVR over there. That'll save me some time. Walking on this crap, and then I look down here, walk in the water. I even know that. I know better than this. I'm gonna walk in the water and then just scoot up there, save this rocky crap. Okay, there's 29er wheels in the water. Okay, if you're in line. And away she goes. Here we are, finished the KVR ride. That was awesome, man. Coalmont to Tulameen. So, established 1912. If these frickin' walls, steps, doors, rooms could talk. This used to be a major mining town. Gold in the day. Big coal, as you can guess by the name. So finished my ride. Time to make a sandwich, have a beer. All kinds of sketchy down there. Keep my feet up above that. Anyway, backcountry brewing hazy IPA. You big idiot. Good band. Anyway, what a freaking perfect day for that ride. Took me just under an hour to come back without doing a bunch of videography. Hour and 15 if you include a skinny dip to cool down. And a little bit of a ride around town.